everyone, welcome to my channel, One Green Love. And if you are new to this channel, what are you doing? You need to go subscribe so you guys don't miss out on any of vlogs when I am dropping a new videos. And for my return followers, hey, drop that comment so I know that you are a true follower. And just want to let everybody know, hello. Hello, we have made it to summertime now, green lovers. Like, wow, mind blowing to know that we're already in summertime. Man, where is time going? Because these seasons are changing faster than what we think. I literally feel like I just moved into my new apartment. But with that being said, you better go grab your snack, your drink, whatever you're going to be munching on, and let's get into this vlog. Okay, green lovers, I went to my garage downstairs to go get my plant stuff. We got our water, still using filtered water for my house plants and my outdoor plants. Got our water can. I also got my dusting gloves here, our gardening shears in case I need to cut off any plants, any leaves that look dead or maybe dead. I don't know. So we got that. I also have my plant brush as well. If you guys want to get this plant brush, I will have my Amazon storefront link down below in the bio. So go check that out because I did update some great stuff on there. I have that water can. I wanted to actually introduce you green lovers, my journey about my plant fertilization. Let me pause because I need some water. It's been so long since I've filmed, so I have a lot to share with you green lovers. And the first story I want to talk about is my banana fertilizer journey. Such a tongue twister for me, but long story short, I just want to say that I am still consistent on giving my plants the banana fertilizer. However, in the beginning of spring, I was featured with a brand to be sponsored with my house plants and the product, which I wanted to share with you green lovers. I've been waiting for this moment to share with you. If you guys have not checked out my second channel with YouTube, I'm gonna have that link down below because I talk about all the brands that I work with and things like that. But long story short, this brand is called the Organic Rev, and I partnered up with them and collabed with them in the beginning of the spring with my houseplants, which I was honored to be featured on and so honored to have my houseplants represent them. Like, what? I'm a happy plant mom this year because your hard work does pay off. And I'm truly seeing that as time is going on, me being consistent, me being real with you green lovers and sharing my journey. It has not been easy. I've had my moments too. Let's go back to this brand. So this brand with my banana fertilizer, I've been using as well to enhance just a tad bit more to give it that extra oomph with my plants. Not saying that the banana fertilizer did not work. It still does work, but me as a plant mom, I always want to encourage that extra strength for my house plants and outdoor plants. This brand represents for healthier, faster growing, and stronger plants, enhances flowers, fruit, veggies, scrubs, and trees, lawns. So if you have a garden outside, outdoors, this is probably your go-to as well to enhance your roots, your leaves, giving them more nutrition, giving them extra food, basically, in other words. Also, it is super natural, like none of that synthetics, chemicals, any other weird, bizarre things added into your fertilizer. So highly recommend them. I will have them linked down below on my Amazon storefront. If you guys want to go grab yourself a bottle this summer, I highly recommend. I do have more bottles that I will try to finish this year and use, but this is my little secret right now. So if you want to go check that brand out, I highly recommend it. Any helpful tips that I can give to you plant parents out there? I know I was a beginner as a plant mom and I've come a long way to sharing what works and what doesn't work because honestly, that is what it's all about on my channel. All right, green lovers, we're going to start with getting some water first. I'm going to fill it up halfway, not all the way, because I'm going to be adding some of that fertilizer into my water. And that's the difference between this fertilizer because unlike my other fertilizers that I've had, normally I would just like throw it in my plant, to be honest with you. I wouldn't really put it in with water. Now with this product that I am letting you guys know, I do use just a tad bit of the cap, which I will share with you. So, okay, I wanted to show you green lovers close up how much I measure it. So there's like a second little line up there. I pretty much just go up to that little second line in the cap, and I'll use that little bit and pour it into the water here, and then finish filling up my water can. I'll just bring my water and finish filling it up. I'm about to start watering my indoor plants first before I start watering my plants outdoors. I did have this alocasia in the bedroom earlier, like wintertime / spring a little bit. And now I brought her back in the living room just to change up her environment. And she's been doing really well. This is one of her much newer leaves. Definitely she's been trying to chase the sun. So I've been trying to turn them around so they can try to catch the sun, so they're like not like on top of each other. But I might eventually repot them with my bedroom one, because I switched them. One was in the living room, one was in the bedroom, so I switched them around. So I might put them all together and see if they look better that way. And watering my purple heart plants, which she's been doing very, very well. And I've been noticing that she's much happier because her leaves are much darker purple, giving me this like more different colors than what I'm used to seeing on her compared to when I used to live in my old apartment. This is my lovely peace lily. I've had no blooms just yet, but she is still thriving for me. My other purple hearts. Have my trailing pothos over here with my grape ivy plant, and it's been doing really well. I'm still trying to have her adjust being on the ledge here and just changing her from that side of the ledge coming a little bit over on this side. And she's been thriving pretty well. She's been throwing out pretty much a lot of new leaves lately on the other side, but she's doing very amazing. I can tell there's a grape ivy little small leaf about to pop out right there, which is making me happy. I also wanted to talk to you green lovers about my Monsteras. This year, I'm going to be honest with you green lovers. I don't know if it's because I've moved or if it's just that me and this particular plant are just not vibing together anymore. And I had to throw away my other Monsteras because they were not thriving. They weren't growing. The leaves were just droopy. I don't know what was going on, to be honest with you. So now I only have one Monstera leaf, I should say plant left, hoping that she's encouraged to keep on thriving. I have repotted her. I have changed up the soil. I changed up my fertilizer. So I'm hoping that she enhances and actually produces more for me versus like how it was in the beginning of the spring / winter time of this year. Just wasn't looking that great. So cross fingers that she'll still thrive for me. And we'll see where the journey goes with this Monstera plant. So far, she's just been holding it down with one leaf. She is kind of like forming another leaf right on the side. So I'm kind of giving her a chance, to be honest with you. We will see. I'm hoping for great news eventually. And hopefully she continues to succeed and throws me out more leaves. My Hoya girl, she's just thriving. She is just a happy girl. Like, I cannot complain about my Hoya plant. I know my Hoya carnosa, I've heard about that they don't bloom. So I understand that this plant will probably never throw me out a beautiful flower bloom, but I'm hoping to get another one. I've just been doing a little bit more research on what type of Hoya I want to get now that I live in this new apartment. Just honestly making sure that my plants adjust to my environment here and just seeing how it goes. Now we are in my smaller, cute section where I have my Bible and just, affirmations if I ever need to read something to pick me up. This is the Amarilla flower, no blooms this year so far. I did get a little small gift. My boyfriend's mother, she's currently moving, so she was giving away some of her things and she thought about me, which was awesome. And she gave me these cute little succulents, which I've never owned these succulents before. I potted them up 2 weeks ago roughly and thought that, it's time to put some more little cute plants over over here since my other succulents weren't making it. And that's the reason why I want my plants to adjust in this apartment, just because of the fact that it's brand new to me and it's also brand new to the plants. So I can't really force my plants to just be, oh yeah, sure, go ahead, just live with it kind of thing. That's the reason why I went ahead and just repotted this cute little plants here. But this particular succulent, I will have to water her at the sink because I don't have a saucer for her, but she looks super cute. Okay, green lovers, I did want to share with you my succulent that I have in the bathroom. She's honestly been thriving, popping out little cute little blooms for me. She has been staying in this bathroom for already a couple of months, and honestly, I am not moving her because she is truly happy where she is. This is my first plant having in the bathroom, so I'm truly excited to see the growth and progression for this particular plant. Now we are in the bedroom with my bedroom plants. As I was telling you, green lovers, I had my other alocasia plant here with us, which I also wanted to let you know that she did bloom me a new leaf, which I am so happy about, but she is so tall compared to my other leaf. That's the reason why I kind of said earlier that I kind of want to put them together, because I feel like they actually may do better when they're all grouped up together. So I may end up doing that in another vlog with you guys, but she has just been doing great in the bedroom. Definitely is a bedroom plant for sure. I did put this green light here earlier in the winter time to give it more sunlight on this little corner in case it's those days where it's like gloomy and there's no sun. That way they do get some sunlight. I also do have my calathea, which she's been doing very, very well in the bedroom. Definitely as a change up from her having, I mean, this plant used to be on my plant stand and she was doing very well. I was honestly scared to put her in the bedroom because I didn't know how she was going to do, how she was going to thrive, but she's been doing very well. So I have no complaints with my calathea plant. Definitely need to dust off those leaves. But look at the new growth she's been giving me. She's got 4 new leaves. Truly exciting. And also when I repotted my succulents that I showed you guys out where my Bible is and all that, I also repotted my Hoya plants that were in the glass jar and just grouped them together because it was time. I didn't want her sitting out. Well, both of them didn't want them sitting out, you know, just waiting for time to pass by. So I ended up putting them together in this cute little pot here and just have her thrive going up, to be honest with you. Green lovers, I also did not want to forget my plants on top here. They are by the window, which are my African violets and a succulent that I have up here on the window shield. Still got more plants, green lovers, indoors. When you think you're almost done, but you're not, let's finish watering the rest of my indoor plants. With me also repotting some plants I want to say 2 weeks ago, roughly, almost 3. I also did repot like a lot of my succulents and just combine them all together. I put some on this pot here. I also have like 2 pots outdoors that I'll be sharing with you, which they've been doing very well. I just wanted to change it up and give my succulents a different scenery here. I just felt like when they were all by themselves, some were thriving, some weren't. I figured, well, let's put them all together. Got our fiddle fig tree. She is still blooming. I did happen to lose a leaf off of her, but because that particular plant was not getting any sunlight, so it just honestly fell off on its own. But she's been thriving and I can tell she's about to pop out another new leaf pretty soon. I still have my lucky bamboo and water, which I'll be actually changing the water out. I did replace the water roughly about like 2 weeks ago as well when I did on my succulent plants. She is still thriving for me. I see some blooms popping out, new leaves, they're all popping. Truly beautiful, to be honest with you. And then we also still have lucky bamboo and soil with my grape ivy plant, and they have been popping out. My indoor lucky bamboo that's over here, honestly, we're about to be like the same height. Look at this. Give her another 6 months, she might be up to my height. which is crazy to think of, but pretty awesome though, because it's one of my longest plants I've owned since before me calling myself a plant mom. This was actually my very first plant that I fell in love with. And ever since then, I bought more, but honestly started just making propagations of it because I figured it was my plant, make more out of it. Then got my other lucky bamboo here by the windowsill. I've been moving her around until she can find an area where she's truly happy, because I've had her on the ledge, I've had her in the kitchen, I've had her by the TV stand. I'm just checking to see all the boxes and also seeing where she loves it the most, to be honest with you. And whenever I see a new leaf pop out, I'll just leave her there. Gonna water some of my succulents by the windowsill. Yeah, roughly about 2 weeks ago, I decided to repot all my succulent plants, basically plants that needed a little bit more help than my regular plants or my bigger plants per se, just because I was seeing that some of them were struggling and some of them needed to be repotted, because it's been over a year since I've actually repotted some of my succulents. So it was about time. Okay, green lovers, now we are gonna water the plants outdoors. Get my water can. So over here by the table, we have 2 succulents and my cactus plant, which has been growing. Honestly, in the wintertime, I had her indoors, and then partially about the springtime is when I decided to bring her outside because she is an outdoor plant. So I wanted her to get back into her environment since it was now summertime, to get her back outside. And I did repot these succulents. I cut them down to propagate more as well, so they look a little bit shorter than usual. And I also brought out the indoor flowers that I had indoors. I brought her outside and she's been doing very well. She's been popping out new leaves. I've just been checking on her pretty frequently because I feel like she's going to start blooming a flower pretty soon, which I am super excited about because I can't wait to see what colors. I believe this is the same one. I kind of mixed them up a little bit. I don't know what colors are going to be coming out this year, so we will be waiting for those beautiful blooms to pop out. I do got Mr. Tech over there chilling, watching mama do her plant chores. This plant was thirsty. I'm gonna go get my plant brush and dust her off a little bit. All right, got my brush. I ain't even gonna lie, it smells really, really strong over here. But like a good strong, not like something crazy. It's like a lot of outdoor dust was sitting on her leaves. Dusting that off. This is so relaxing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. All right, I feel like that is it, but let me go get my gardening shears too, because I see 2 leaves that just look a little sad, that need to be just trimmed up a little bit. Over here, that guy, and this guy over here. Boom. And I believe that is it. And I've had her on the floor over here because she's been getting great sunlight this way. Okay, now we have our other section of plants that I have outdoors. I remember I told you that I repotted some succulents and also cut down some to make more. So I have them in this jar here, which I am starting to see little tiny little blooms. My goodness, look at this. Got like little blooms here popping out. They're changing colors because they're outside compared to like the ones that are indoors. Look at this little guy here. But I'm gonna give her some water because she does look like she needs some. Also, green lovers, you're not gonna believe I stepped out of my comfort zone because I put my rubber plant out here for the first time ever. And if you green lovers have been watching all my vlogs, have you guys ever noticed when did I ever put her outside? I figured it was time, change up the environment, see how it goes this spring and summer, see if she'll thrive. And since I put her here by the shade, she's been doing great. So got no complaints on this particular plant because she's been now popping out another leaf. That's great. That's honestly great because with this beautiful pink leaf, that means she's going to keep on trailing up. So hopefully she'll turn into a tree like I want her to. So that way I can get her another pot. So if she does happen to overgrown out of this pot over the summer, then we'll definitely get her in a new home and a bigger pot so she can keep on thriving. But I've had her outside already for like almost going on like 2-3 months now, and she has been doing awesome. It's been truly an experience to have her outside because honestly, I was scared. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm glad that I put her outside. I'll make sure she gets water on all the corners here. She was thirsty as well. I think all my plants were. Gotta get this guy up here. Gotta make sure I come out here and start watering my plants in the summer. I know it was very consistent last year with coming outside and watering them. And we're gonna go to the other side. Now we're on my balcony, which is the other side of my apartment. The other side was a terrace. I do want to let everybody know that it is not a balcony. I want everybody to know that there is a difference, which was something new to me because I didn't even know that there was a difference. Never had a terrace, never owned a terrace. So it was pretty different for me, which I found out that a terrace means that you have concrete floors and that's something more sturdier versus my balcony on this side because it has like wood basically. So which is a fun fact, and honestly truly blessed to have both sides where I'm able to relax, read my books, look at my plants, and just make it more cozy and more like my style. But these are my beautiful other outdoor plants that I have outside. I have these over the railing. It's been a while since I put some plants over the railing since my other apartment. So I figured let me bring these out and show them off and have these beautiful flowers blooming on here and hoping for a bloom pretty soon. But yeah, my beautiful plants outdoors. I'm truly happy with this greenery and this big old tree right behind me, which is truly amazing, green lovers. Okay, green lovers, I have done all my plant chores that I can think of so far for this summer update and letting you green lovers know that we're done with this vlog and I am done with my plant chores. As far as I know, I don't think any of my other plants need any more care. Thank you for joining me in this vlog, and I hope that you green lovers had a great time watching and learning something new, a tip here and there, an update of my life, and greatly appreciate you watching towards the end. And I will catch you green lovers in my next vlog. XOXO, bye. Green lovers, I also forgot to share with you my pia plant. I also propagated another poso plants because a lot of them were not growing properly, but we will see how they do for the summer. Hopefully I get a lots of blooms, but also forgot to water my pia plant. I hope everyone has a great week and a great month ahead.